You ever just look at Japan and wonder, how do they do it, Today, we're going to dive into exactly that. We're going to look at these small, almost invisible habits that create a society that just feels so calm, so purposeful, and incredibly healthy. And trust me, it is not what you think.
Right? I mean, these are the big questions. You look at the data, Japan's life expectancy is through the roof. You see pictures of Tokyo, and the streets are spotless. And there's just this cultural sense of focus. So what is the secret sauce here?
Well, it turns out it's not some genetic lottery they won, and it's not just a big stroke of national luck either. It's something way more accessible and honestly, a lot more powerful than that.
And here it is. This is the core idea. It's all about tiny, consistent actions. We're talking habits so small they almost seem pointless, but when you do them over and over for years, well, they compound. They build on each other and create these massive, life-altering results.
All right, so let's start with 2 habits that really build the foundation of a meaningful life. We're talking about that sense of moving forward and having a clear reason for being here.
First up is Kaizen. Now, this isn't about some huge, dramatic life overhaul that you're just going to burn out on in a week. It's the total opposite. Think about getting just 1% better every single day. Toyota famously used this idea to become a global giant, not with giant leaps, but by having every single worker make tiny little improvements. For you, it's not about promising to hit the gym for an hour. No, it's about doing one single push-up, just one. An action so small you literally can't say no. That is the heart of Kaizen.
So what drives that improvement? Well, that's where Ikigai comes in. It's your reason for being, your reason to get out of bed in the morning. In Okinawa, one of those blue zones where people regularly live past 100, almost everyone can tell you their Ikigai. And researchers are pretty sure this deep sense of purpose is a huge reason they live so long. And it doesn't have to be some grand ambition. It could be as simple as tending your garden or mastering a craft.
So how do you find your Ikigai? Well, a great way to start is to look at where 4 things overlap. What do you love to do? What are you actually good at? What does the world need right now? And what can you get paid for? Look, you don't need the perfect answer today. Just starting to ask yourself these questions, that's the first step on the path. Okay, so let's see how these ideas play out in our physical lives. These next 2 habits forge this really powerful link between our mind, our body, and even our environment.
This one simple phrase, often said before meals in Okinawa, is a total game changer. Hara Hachibu. It's basically a little mindful pause. See, it takes your brain about 20 minutes to get the signal that you're full. So if you eat until you feel full, you've actually already gone too far. The goal here is to leave the table feeling satisfied, not completely stuffed. And the difference this makes over the long run? It's staggering. That extra 20% we usually eat just leads to sluggishness and inflammation, but stopping at 80% gives your body exactly what it needs. This little bit of caloric restriction has actually been proven to extend lifespan. It's not about depriving yourself, it's just about being aware.
And next we have Shinrin Yoku, or forest bathing.
And you have to hear this. In Japan, this is literally prescribed as medicine. This isn't about a tough hike or a long run. It is simply about being in nature. And the science is there. It lowers your stress hormone, cortisol. It reduces your blood pressure. It even boosts your immune system. It's a total system reset just by being among the trees.
But, life isn't always calm and mindful. It's messy, it's tough. So this next set of habits is all about a powerful mindset for navigating those inevitable hardships with real grace and strength.
First is this beautiful idea of wabi-sabi. In a world that is obsessed with flawless, airbrushed perfection, wabi-sabi is like this huge sigh of relief. It's the freedom you get when you accept that nothing is perfect, nothing lasts forever, and nothing is ever truly finished. You see a cracked teacup, and it's not broken, it's lived a life. You see a wrinkle, and it's not a flaw, it's a map of your journey. It lets you stop chasing the impossible and apply that same kindness to yourself.
And that connects right into the idea of gaman. Now, this one is really easy to misunderstand. It's not about just sucking it up or pretending you're not in pain. Gaman is about a quiet inner strength. It's the resilience to go through something difficult without letting it completely take over your story. It's about finding that tiny bit of space between a feeling and your reaction to it and choosing to own your response.
Because, let's be real, life is hard. It will break you sometimes. You are going to fail. You are going to get hurt. We all face those moments that feel completely shattering. But the Japanese approach to this reality, well, It leads us to one of the most beautiful concepts of all.
Kintsugi. When a piece of pottery breaks, they don't throw it away. Instead, it's carefully repaired with gold lacquer. So the cracks aren't hidden, they're highlighted, they're celebrated. The piece actually becomes more beautiful because it was broken. And this is just such a profound metaphor for our own lives.
What this teaches us is that our scars, our failures, the parts of us that have been broken and then put back together, those are not signs of damage we need to hide. They are sources of our strength, our wisdom, and our beauty. They're the gold.
Okay, so from our inner world, let's zoom out a bit to our relationship with everyone around us. Because this final habit, this is what makes the whole society seem to run so smoothly.
Omoiyari is basically compassionate consideration. It's the habit of thinking, how will what I'm about to do affect other people? You see it all the time when people speak quietly on trains or clean up public spaces without being asked. These tiny little acts of kindness create this ripple effect, lowering stress for everyone and building this foundation of mutual respect. It's that small mental shift from what do I want to what do we all need.
So, we've gone through all of this. The big question now is, how do we bring it all together? What does this actually mean for you, right here, right now?
So here they are again, the 8 habits. We've got Kaizen, Ikigai, Hara-Hachibu, Shinrin-yoku, Wabi-sabi, Gaman, Omoiyari, and Kintsugi. When you put them all together, they form this amazing philosophy for a life that is intentional, not perfect.
And this is probably the most important takeaway of all. Please do not get overwhelmed. The entire philosophy is built on that first principle, Kaizen. So don't try to do everything at once. Just pick one. Just one. Start so ridiculously small that it feels effortless, and just let it grow from there.
Because in the end, the secret to making a massive difference isn't some huge, heroic effort. It's about the quiet, consistent, tiny choices you make every single day. So the only question left is, what tiny choice will you make today?